You want to crack IELTS Task 2 writing? You need to follow the Power Writing Plan. This is planning for your writing based on analysis of the question, organizing your ideas ahead of writing, writing itself, evaluating what you have written, revising and refining what you have written, addressing errors. The first step is to plan. This must be on the basis of the full question. Do not get distracted by specific words in the question. As a result, many test takers see a key topic word and then write an answer, but fail to answer the question fully. You must analyze the full question, identify the different parts to the question, clarify the specific topic, and understand the complete requirements in the question. Can you afford the time to plan your essay? You cannot afford not to plan. Firstly, it is vital you analyze the question and ensure your answer addresses the question completely. Secondly, it is better to separate tasks of idea generation and writing. It's difficult to do this at the same time. Finally, spending a little time planning at the beginning can save you time when writing and crucially addresses all the IELTS assessment criteria, so you will be more efficient and more effective. Next, you will want to identify all the key words. Underlining or circling these in the question can help focus your mind on what you need to write about. Then think of synonyms for these key words. For example, you can use these synonyms throughout your essay. This helps you demonstrate the range of your vocabulary. Then brainstorm possible ideas for all aspects of the question. You must decide your position in relation to the task. For example, you may agree, disagree, or sit on the fence. For the same exam question, you might have these ideas. Alternative forms of transport should be encouraged. Agree. Alternative transport. More cars equals more pollution and traffic congestion, therefore unhealthy and inefficient cities. Public transport. More efficient and environmentally friendly. For example, subway and metro and public bus high use, therefore specialist lanes. International laws introduced to control car ownership and use. Disagree. Control. Restrict personal freedom and choice. International laws. Car and oil industry will strongly object versus powerful industries, so little chance of this. Conclusion? In principle, agree. Alternative transport possible. Control and international laws difficult. That is the planning stage. Then move to organize. Here you need to select and organize your ideas. Break them into separate paragraphs and then be ready to expand the ideas. Aim for an idea, explain, example approach. The idea introduction will effectively be your topic sentence. Then also think about the linking between sentences and paragraphs. Here you are addressing the coherence and cohesion criteria of IELTS writing. Now you are ready to write. Pay attention to your plan and roughly how much you have written. Remember, there is a 250-word requirement for IELTS Task 2. When you finish writing, you need to evaluate. Be sure you have answered all parts of the question. This is critical to the task response criteria of IELTS writing. If you realize you have not addressed all parts of the question, you may need to add more. Finally, you are ready to edit and revise the essay. Look through your writing for possible spelling and grammar errors you might have made. We all make these. Doing this is critical to the grammar criteria of IELTS writing. This should then be the 5 stages of writing: planning, organizing, writing, evaluating, revising, and refining. If you follow the 5 stages for power writing, you will have a better chance of cracking the IELTS Task 2 writing. Look out for other videos on IELTS speaking, writing, listening, and reading. Good luck with IELTS.